friends, Miss Rose again. I'm back with another drawing for you guys. I hope you love the last one, and I think you're gonna have fun with this next one. This year my 4th graders have been learning about optical illusion art, so art that kind of tricks our eyes and creates an illusion when we draw that way or paint that way, and they did a really awesome job with their project. Before we even started that project, they did this crazy drawing where they used their hand and they traced it, and then they added these lines, but they manipulated or changed the lines a little bit to make it look like an optical illusion. So I want to walk you guys through that today and show you exactly how to make an optical illusion artwork. So 4th graders, if you've done this already, that's totally fine. If you didn't get to finish yours in school, because there's a good chance that you didn't, now's your chance to make a new one, okay? So here is an example. Little crazy to see and look at first, but as you can see, there's my hand on there, and I use a series of straight lines and curved lines to go ahead and make that optical illusion. So essentially we're going to start out like this with just the outline of our hand, and we're eventually going to get to this. So I have more instructions for you guys, but first off, you're going to need some paper and a pencil before we can get started. All right, friends, I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. I have a plain piece of paper. If all you have is lined paper at home or a notebook, that would work too, and it might even keep your lines super extra straight. So whatever you have is fine. I also have a package of markers. My suggestion is to use the markers because it makes your lines a little neater. And it goes a little bit quicker because this can take a long time, but I will let you experiment and see what you can come up with. You're going to want to choose either 2 or 3 colors. Sometimes if you do more, it might get a little confusing, but as you get a little more practice in, maybe you'll find that you can do a little bit more color. Okay, so I picked a darker color and a lighter color next to each other because it adds a lot of contrast, meaning that the bright color and the darker color kind of play off of each other and help create that optical illusion a little bit stronger. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is find a pencil. Okay, this is my very first thing that I need here. I'm going to go ahead and put my hand down on my paper. Okay, now as you get into this a little bit more, you can do other things. You can maybe draw a circle on your paper or a shape like a heart. You don't necessarily have to do this with just your hand, but it is a great tool to use because it's there already in front of you. So I'm going to take my time and I'm going to draw really carefully around my hand. You're going to want to do the same. Take your time. You don't want those lines to get too wide. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off with my colors. Okay, so whatever color you want to use first is completely fine. I like to use the side of my marker as opposed to the tip of my marker. When you use the very tip of your marker, you get really thin lines. Okay, and I'll show you right here actually really fast. The tip of my marker is going to give me lines like this. Okay, and the side of my marker, if I kind of hold it at an angle, will give me lines like this. Okay, and this is the type of line we are looking for and the one that's going to help you out the most. Okay, so I'm going to start at the very top and I'm going to work my way down to my fingers, and that's how we're going to start this optical illusion. So you want to take your time because you don't want your lines to get too sideways. You don't really need to go over them more than once. As long as you have a nice solid line that goes all the way across your paper, you should be pretty good to go. Okay, if part of your line gets a little bit wider or skinnier than the other, hopefully you can even that out just a little bit. We just don't want to have any big gaps like right here. I just kind of missed my paper a little bit, so I'm going to go back with my marker and fix that. You don't want to have any big gaps or giant wiggles because it will take away from our optical illusion. Okay, so I'm gonna try to avoid leaving those white spots in the middle of my colors. I'm getting a little wiggly here because I'm moving a little quickly. So I'm gonna try to slow it down and get my lines a little bit neater. This is where if you had notebook paper, you might actually be better off because it'll keep your lines inside of them. You can go line by line and fill in each line of your notebook paper. So I'm getting very, very close to my fingers. Okay, this is where optical illusion actually starts to happen. Okay. So here's my first part of my drawing where the lines start to get interrupted. So I'm going to take my next line, my pink line, and I'm going to go up to my finger. And when I get to my finger, I want to stop. Okay, I'm going to draw this line at a curve instead of straight across. If I cut straight through my finger, I will have a line or a page full of just straight lines across my paper, and those pencil lines are just going to disappear. Okay, so if I draw up at a curve and then continue my straight line on after that, that will be the start of my optical illusion. Okay. So I'm just leaving my markers uncovered, that way I don't have to keep taking the caps off. If I run into a part of my fingertip where I could just go right above it, I'm gonna do that for now. Not the whole line is showing, but that's okay. It'd be way too small on that fingertip to go ahead and put a curved line. You really would kind of lose that. So again, I got to my pencil line here. I'm gonna go and follow the same curve as my last line, that pink line, and continue on. Okay, this one you could maybe put like a little baby curve on because there's enough of my fingertip showing there. You may run into that same thing. You won't notice it too much in the end. Okay, so amazingly enough, you can actually start to see that optical illusion popping through already. You can see where those curved lines interrupt those straight lines and kind of make it look like it's starting to become 3D. So I'm gonna go ahead, keep going, and we're gonna see what happens as I start to add more color. Okay, now if you're using 3 colors, it's gonna be the same exact thing. Okay, you're just gonna go ahead and switch between 3 colors and keep that pattern going because that's what we're creating is a pattern. So again, take your time. If your lines where your fingers are start to become flat again, you want to go back and take your time and make sure you're starting to curve them. Okay, you don't want them to flatten out. If they flatten out when they hit that pencil line, then you're gonna go ahead and end up with that straight lines all the way down your paper again. Okay, you'll lose that optical illusion. Inside of these curved lines, if it's really hard for you to draw with the side of your marker in those smaller spaces, you can go ahead and use the tip of your marker at that point. So can you see the way those curved lines are starting to make this look 3D? And you see that it's showing that our hand is actually kind of popping out from the paper. That is our ultimate goal, okay? And that's why I tried to keep these lines as straight as possible. I know I got a little wiggly, but the more I do this, the better I'm going to get at it, and the better my artwork is going to turn out, okay? But we're doing the best that we can right now, and we're gonna continue this all the way down until we're done. So I'm gonna go ahead, keep going with my colors, and then I'll show you what I end up with by the time I'm done here. Now here's where our line starts to change up a little bit. We need to go ahead and right across where we have this big space, it's gonna start to become one big arch. Okay, so one big curved line. We're gonna flatten out again, move on to our thumb, and move on to our next color. Okay, so once all your fingers come together, you're gonna end up with big lines all the way down your hand, and you won't have to worry about all those little tiny baby bumps in there. Okay. But remember, at each pencil line, you want to make sure that you stop and you start to curve your line. If you're not paying attention, you might mix up your colors or give yourself a wiggly line, which you don't want to happen right now. Now as you get to the bottom, you may find you have a little extra space still left. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my curved line and go all the way across. I could technically fill that little white space in with pink down there, or I could go ahead and just add a little extra purple. Okay, and there you have it, your optical illusion. And I could go back in, maybe fill in some of these white spaces a little bit better. Take my time and make those look really nice. Okay, and once again, if you tried this with a different shape, you would do the same thing. You would just, whatever shape you have on your paper, once you hit that pencil line, you make your line curve across and then go straight once you reach the other side. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me today. Hopefully you can master this optical illusion, and I would love to see your end results. Feel free to send me any pictures of them, and I will talk to you soon.